How do you know if you're overtraining, whether it's high intensity, high volume, whatever it might be?
Okay. Yeah. So regardless of whether it's high intensity, high volume, a couple things you look for. Number one is, how do you feel? How do you actually feel? Do you feel like a lion wanting to go into the gym and train, or are you feeling run down? Do you feel like you're on the verge of being sick? Do you feel like you're tired all the time? I think that's the critical thing. I like to go in like full of energy and wanting to just destroy the weights. And I wasn't always feeling like that. It was kind of like, okay, here we go. We're doing the grind again, right? You should feel like a tiger. You should feel full of testosterone. That's sign number one that you're overtraining. You don't feel like that. Number two, you notice the joint aches in your elbows, your knees, your shoulders, your neck. The moment you start seeing that, yeah, it could be dehydration. You might not have enough salts in your diet. It might be a nutritional thing. More often than not, it's overtraining. So that's number two. Number three, let's put the third variable out there. What are your numbers like? Are you improving? And if you are not, in order to get bigger, you need to get stronger. So you need to see some number changes. And even if it's insignificant, but you're still making progress, it's kind of like you did 150 for 10, and then you get 150 for 10 with the asterisk next to it, meaning qualitatively it was better. Is that present? And then number four, like Kenny, I'm big on body fat pinching and tape measures. Body fat pinches every week, tape measures every month. If I'm not seeing a change in what's going on, this is not working. So those are the four factors. You got stagnation, pain in your joints, and you just don't feel it. You're overtraining, and you're probably overtrained. It's not that you're approaching overtrained. You are overtrained, and you're better off taking a week off and just recuperating totally, which leads to a study that says sometime doing a deloading phase where you back off up to 10 days. I think it's Schofield's research. Well, no shit, dude. That makes sense to me. Take 10 days off. You're not going to lose your muscle. Or why not just decrease your frequency in the first place so you don't get to that stage of overtraining?
I think it's good to note this actually, because you do have incredible physiques that are being built, whether natural or not, and they're not doing one set to failure. They're doing volume, right? They're doing multiple sets. And that's not to say they might not get perhaps the same result, if not better, in terms of muscle growth doing it this way, and maybe saving time, saving the wear and tear, saving, like, those are important things to mention as well. Like,